deputy manager. He had to work under someone called Ketan. Okay, when he joined the company, Ketan wasn't there in the town. Okay, he was on some business trip, so Satish did not have to meet did not get to meet the Ketan. Then what happened here? After joining, after 1 week, there was a meeting called by Mr. George, who was the vice president of the company. He is very much familiar with all the operations of the company. He kept a meeting for all the production managers. Okay, and who was the production manager here? Ketan is the production manager. He had to attend that meeting. But as Ketan is not in the town, what Preet did, the managing director, Preet is the managing director. Okay, what Preet did is he actually asked Satish to attend the meeting. Okay, on behalf of Ketan, because Ketan is the supervisor for Satish. So he said, you can attend the meeting. And the meeting began. They all went for meeting. Now, George started the meeting. George is the vice president. He started the meeting with all the production managers. And only Satish is the person who's attending on behalf of Ketan. So at the starting of the meeting itself, Preet explained George that Satish is the new to the company. He is attending only on behalf of Ketan. He will not be having any detail about the department and all. Kindly excuse him before asking any question. Don't ask him any question. So this was very much cleared for George before meeting started. Okay. Then what happened? George forgot. He started asking the questions for everybody. Okay. So you know how the managers will be or the presidents will be. They started asking the questions. So George asked various questions to others. Okay. Then he started asking with Satish also. He also started Satish asking the question. Then Preet understood that George might have forgot about the Satish here. Okay. But Preet did not interrupt in between and he kept quiet. Okay. And George made the public comment also. Gentlemen, you are lacking behind the preparation. You should come prepared for a meeting. Okay. Even there, Satish was also quiet. Preet was also quiet. Okay. So he mentioned that, gentlemen, you are witnessing here an example of sloppy work and this can't be excused. Okay. Then he actually scolded Satish. He actually scolded Satish in front of everybody. And then the meeting was done. The meeting was completed. Okay. Then after meeting get completed, then Satish was very disappointed. What Preet did is, Preet actually remained back after everybody left, and Preet reminded George that he actually explained him about Satish in the starting of the meeting itself, that he is very new to the job. He doesn't know anything about the job, and Ketan is not in the town. That is why I asked him to attend the meeting and get some inputs of the meeting. That is why I asked. Okay. Then George immediately understood about this and that he made a mistake. Okay, he called the Satish in the cabin and he apologized. Gentlemen, I'm really sorry. I completely forgot that he wants to apologize. Okay, then he apologized, and then he made one comment also. He said, you would have stopped me in between when I was scolding you, whenever yelling at you. You would have stopped me in between, and he said that you are here to correct our stupid mistake. Okay, so he made this like, I would like to state few things clearly to you. Your job is to make sure that people like me and your bosses do not make stupid decisions. So this statement he made, and he said that I'm really sorry and you can leave, but within 3 months, please make sure that you understand everything about the department and the products. I hope whatever the brief out the case I gave is clear. You understood? Okay, now you people have to answer me the questions. Okay. See, was it all necessary for George to apologize to such a junior employee like a Satish?
Yes, it was.
Yes. Why?
His morale was affected.
The mistake is by
Whatever position you are, mistake is mistake only, right?
Already Preet told that.
Yeah, already Preet informed about Satish to George. So it's correct.
Yes.
Okay, then the second question is, if you were, is my voice clear? I could hear somebody's voice
Yes,
is breaking.
ma'am.
Okay. If you were in Satish place, how would you respond to George apology? Will you accept or you will reject?
Accept.
Accept.
Accept, ma'am.
Why? He scolded in front of everybody, right? Now he is apologizing in isolation. Will you accept?
Yes.
Yes, we will accept.
No.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am, no. No.
What do you ask him to do?
When
Will
is
you
that?
ask him to apologize in front of everybody or you will accept his apology?
Please,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
voice is not clear, ma'am.
Please.
I have muted everybody. Is my voice clear? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So if my question was, if you were in a Satish place, would you how would you respond to George apology? Will you accept it or you will reject it?
Yes, ma'am. We will
Accept it.
Accept it, right? Being such a senior position and that person is
Ma'am,
apologizing
voice is
in
not coming.
front of you. Only for one person or others?
Voice is coming.
It's
Actually,
clear.
It's clear? Okay, sir, can we
sometimes your
check?
voice clear, man. Sometimes it not clear, man.
Okay, sir, whenever it's not clear, you please let me know. If I'll mute and unmute, it will be clear. Okay? Kindly let me know. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, next question here is, was George correct in saying that Satish is there to correct stupid mistake of his boss and George? Can he make use of this term stupid mistake?
No, madam. He
Can
could
he
have
make
avoided
use
that
of
word
this term?
stupid. He could have told any mistake from our part, you can correct it then and there.
Yeah, so this kind of statement should not be used. Okay. Then the next question is, would you employ George in your company?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
George? No?
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
No? Anybody who can say yes? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
He is ready to correct his mistake.
Yeah. See, no, there are few people who never accept their mistakes. There will be only few people who realize their mistake and ask sorry. So this kind of people can be employed. Okay, now next question is, did Preet make a mistake by not intervening during the meeting and correct George?
Yes.
Do you think that
Yes.
Preet did right thing?
Yes,
But why?
he should have interrupted.
No.
You,
No.
according to you, he should have been interrupted, sir.
No, ma'am. No,
No,
ma'am.
no.
He has already told to Vice President, ma'am. It's
Earlier
this is one
itself,
person mistake.
yeah,
No.
interrupting in between, it's like you're just
At the
diminishing
time of
the,
meeting,
Is behaving.
yes, it's not a etiquette, proper etiquette that you will be
yes,
intervening
yes.
in the meeting. Okay, that
But
is why Preet kept quiet.
Preet is a senior person, so at that point in time, in order to safeguard the motivation of the employee, he could have just intervened and told George
Sir,
that
but in
George, I
that
mentioned.
case, suppose he interrupted in between in front of everybody. If Preet made him realize that he forgot something, will that be the situation like the same? He would have asked sorry for Satish later. He would have realized his mistake. Do you think that?
No, but in practical situations, it happens. If somebody forgets, then no, in between, just seniors remind him. Okay, then he realizes, yes, okay, leave it. Then they move on to the next topic. No.
Okay, so but here in the etiquettes and all, in the college level and the school level and all, it will be thought that you should not interrupt him because he has already informed him, right? So what did he do? He stayed back after the meeting. He realized George that it is his mistake. That is how George realized his mistake and he asked sorry. But the
So,
case
ma'am,
would
so
be different.
the answer is not to intervene, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Okay. Then Okay, then as an HR man, he would, how would you define the character of George? Bullying but later regretting. Does his attitude need to be corrected?
No, George shouldn't have forgot what Preet have informed him first place.
Yes,
But
he should remember
did,
at least.
yeah.
At least he should make a note of it, whatever is being told before meeting, and he should remember.
But he did the writing of apologizing letter.
Yes. Would you be happy to have George or Preet as your boss?
Madam, answer for sixth question, madam.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Sorry, sir. Yes, he has to work on
Yes,
his
ma'am.
attitude. Like he should remember everything. So, sixth one. Seventh one is, would you be happy to have George or Preet as your boss?
Yes,
Yes.
both of them are
Or
ready
both?
to correct their mistakes and
Yes.
take corrective measures.
Yes. Both can be employed. Okay. Answers are here. It will be shared.
Madam,
This
third
document
question,
will be
madam. Third
shared.
question, can you repeat, ma'am?
Third question, sir. Was George correct in saying that Satish is there to correct a stupid mistake? Can he make use of this word stupid and all, sir? Is that correct in he making this statement?
No.
No, right? So the answer is no. Okay, so here are the solutions. It has been
Ma'am, but
given.
when it comes to our new scenario, the current scenario, stupid and all is not at all a bad word. On a lighter side, I'm saying.
Yeah,
No, it's
but in
bad.
like he cannot say that Satish is there or others are there to correct the stupid mistake of the boss and senior people. Is that correct, sir?
No, no.
Yes.
Okay, not at the junior level also. Okay, so the answers are here in this document. It will be shared and you can just go through. Okay, so whenever the case studies will be asked, you will be given the options and you have to tick the correct answer for that. Okay, so we'll quickly move on to
Madam,
the
one
next.
thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Case studies, suppose such questions are there, people can have different, answers. Maybe
Different
they are thinking,
opinions. Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
So how we
That is
can,
how that is how people lose marks in HRM. So you should
yeah,
be
okay.
knowing the concepts and then only it will be like a appropriate answer you can give. You have to think from the perspective of human resource management. You have to keep yourself or imagine yourself you are a part of HR team. Then only you can answer better.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll quickly move on to the third unit. Then later we'll discuss direct questions of MCQs. Okay, see the third unit is all about human implications of organization, like human behavior. Okay, so what the HR team has to understand here is every human being is different. Every human being has the unique character. Few will be our learnings by birth, few will be our learnings from school, college, then work environment. So human beings are social animal. We learn everything. We can't say that there is a full stop on our learning. Okay, we can't say that we are all experts. We know everything. Even if I say that I am an expertise in HR, okay, then I cannot learn many things. Okay, but if I say I am learning the HR still, then whatever the new concepts comes, I have to do the research. I have to see what and all the new concepts have come. Then I can learn. I cannot say that this is done. I have learned HR. I know everything about HR. That will be wrong. Okay, because we people are human beings. We are still learning. That's a HR manager should understand. Nobody is perfect in doing any kind of work. Okay, so it's people are learning by birth, people are learning by the environment, people learn something in which environment they grow up. Okay, all that they have to understand, being the HR team, and how even the behavior of the people reflects the working of the organization. We'll discuss in theories and you people will understand better. Okay, now see, behavior of individual is influenced by many factors. First one is environmental factors. Okay, your economic status. If you are rich, your behavior will not be same like a poor people. Your behavior will be completely different, right? So you prefer wearing branded clothes, branded shoes. Okay, then you prefer having food in hotels every time, or even if it is a house food, you may be carrying in the tiffin which has been a costlier one. Like that, our behavior will be completely different in the work environment if our background is very strong, financially strong. But when compared to the middle class, our behavior will be completely different. Social also, it's like with whom we have grown up, what kind of environment, friendly environment, or all the time parents were fighting in front of us. Then our behavior, like social, whatever we see around us, that is what we cultivate. And political, okay, few people will be due to politics. I mean, for example, unemployment. Okay, if a person is unemployed, their behavior will be different when compared to the people who are employed, because they'll have money in their pocket. Okay, so environmental factors will also have effect on behavior of an individual. Personal factors also have effect, like age. You say that 25 years of person will have the same behavior with the person who is 50 years now? Can the behavior be same? No, right? Okay, gender, female behaviors cannot be same like a male behavior. Okay, education, suppose if I am 10 standard pass out, my behavior, because I will have the very limited knowledge. Suppose if the person who has done the PhD, okay, so their behavior will be completely different. So you can't have the same behavior between this person and this person. Abilities, marital status, married people behavior will be completely different when compared to unmarried people, right? So here we'll be having some number of dependents. If you have more number of dependents, suppose you are earning 50,000, okay, and if you have some 4 to 5 people dependents at home, what you will do? Will you spend more or less? Will you spend more or less on your own consumption? If you have 4 to 5 people dependents,
More.
you
We
will
will be
spend less, right?
conservative.
You will think of, yes, you will think of saving for them, or you will spend on them. But suppose if you don't have any dependent, you are still not married, or your parents are very rich, that they can take care of themselves, they have their own livelihood earnings. So what you can do with this 50,000? What you will do?
Much.
Yes, you will be spending, you will hanging out with friends, your behavior will be different, right? Then organizational factors also will have impact, organizational structure, which position you are holding. If you are in a manager position, your behavior will be different when compared to the peon at the gate, right? Okay, or you can say, if we consider organizational structure, manager behavior will be different from general manager, then general manager behavior different from supervisors. Supervisors' behavior will be different from the team members. Okay, so this is the organization structure. Organization hierarchy you are
Ma'am,
in,
voice
your
break, ma'am.
behavior depends on this. Okay, okay. Now it's clear.
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
it clear now? Okay. Then leadership, if you are a leader, your behavior differs. If you are not a leader, if you are a general team member, your behavior differs. Compensation, reward system. If you get the rewards simultaneously, your behavior will affect, your behavior differs when the people don't receive any rewards with them. Okay, psychological factors also, like your personality, your perception. If you feel that your perception about me is good, you think that I am very positive, and I smiled at for the very first time, then you started perceiving about me as a good personality. Okay, then you behave positively. Suppose in the starting itself, I didn't smile at you. Maybe there can be some issues or something. I didn't smile at you, and you thought that I'm very reserved person. Okay, and your behavior towards me will be the negative one, like that. So all psychological factors will also have impact on our behavior, our attitude, values, learning. Okay, so all these are the various factors which will have the impact on the behavior of the people. Is that clear? Okay. Now we'll move on to commonalities in the persons. See, there are so many commonalities in the persons. We will have few characteristics like all other people, right? Any example on this? We will have few commonalities like all other people. Any commonalities that you people and me can have at the same time? Any example? Some characteristics.
Bending nature.
Sorry?
Learning nature.
Learning nature, yes, very good. All people are, all human beings will be learning. Okay, whatever we see, we will be learning. Okay, there are few characteristics will what everybody will have, but there will be few characteristics will have only by some people. It cannot be the everybody. Some people, okay. Maybe I like tea. Okay, I like to have tea for refreshment. You also may like to have tea, but few may like to have coffee. Okay, for refreshment. I like to wash my face with the face wash. You also will like to wash your face with the face wash, but few still wants to use the soap. Only few characteristics we can have like other people. But there are few characteristics like no other person can have. What is this? Any example?
Special interest like riders.
Yes, special interest. Our talent, maybe few are good in singing, few in dancing. And even if you see, if I tell myself that I am a dancer, if even you are also a dancer,
Like
can we
no other
dance
persons,
similar
no?
way? Like no other person, right? See, we can tell that I am a dancer. Even you are also a dancer. Even in that sense, can the form of us, whatever we learned as a dancer, can be same, sir?
No.
No, right? It can't be same. Even if I say you people that I am a singer, the voice modulation, the chorus I sing, okay, the type if you singer is same like other singer. Can Arijit Singh can sing like Bappi Lahiri? No, their talent, their voice is completely different. We will be having that one talent that will not be like others. Okay, so that is what HR team should understand. These are the commonalities. We'll have few characteristics like all other people, some like other people, and no like other people. Okay, then okay, there's a concept of personality here. What is personality? See, personality is the stable set of characteristics and tendencies that determine those commonalities and differences in the psychological behavior. What is our personality? It depends on our thoughts, our feelings, our action, correct? So that few will be common with others and few will be different with others. That is a personality here. But changes in personality is possible. See, if suppose if I tell you you are a very positive personality, it doesn't mean that you will remain positive all the time. There can be a change. Maybe situation is like that. You change yourself from positive to negative or from negative to positive. So personality is not the constant thing. It will change with the period of time.
Madam,
Okay. Now we'll
physical
start with
appearance,
the
ma'am,
theories of personalities. Yes, ma'am.
ma'am, physical appearance also will be included in
Personality,
personality.
yeah. From outlook, you can't even define the person how he is from inside, right? Personality will be like even from we will judge from the inner side, ma'am. Here in the HR management, you can't trust the people who look good outside. Okay, that is why all these theories are being explained. Now, if I explain this theory, you will understand. Okay, when I explain
Ma'am,
these
previous
theories, you will
slide, ma'am. Ma'am,
sorry,
previous slide, 1 minute, ma'am.
previous slide. Okay, personality. For screenshot, ma'am.
Yes, no. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Now we are starting with the theories. I would like to draw your attention. Kindly remember this. Okay. These are the most important theories on which you will be asked many questions. Okay. So now, see, there are several theories based on the personalities given. But the first theories which was given, kindly mute if you're not talking to me. Okay. So now, see, these two are two theories. First one is Friedman, Mayer, and Rowe-Reisman theory. And there is one more E.H. Erickson's theory, which was given more important to define the personalities. Kindly concentrate. The very first theory is given by Friedman, Mayer, and Rohrasemann. Okay, they gave the theory to define the personality like there are two types of people. Okay, type A people and type B people.
Ma'am, can you please mute all?
Yeah, sir. Many times I'm doing. I don't know why they are
Just
unmuting
Hi
them.
please
Akash,
lock
what
it.
problem with
Ma'am,
you?
please lock it. Not
Hi
in a
Akash.
position to unmute.
Yeah, Biju sir, can you just lock it after this
Yeah,
theory?
madam is
Let them
done, but
answer.
they have to communicate with the chat only. In chat box they can use.
Yeah, sir. It's
So
better.
please
That's fine,
It's
sir.
do
not
That's fine.
a
yeah,
That's
chat
better.
disturbance.
yeah, chat box please use. Sir.
Okay, fine. So whenever I'll ask the question, I'll see the chat box for your answers. Okay, then later you can ask me the questions. Now here, see, first theory was given by Friedman, Mayer, and Rohrasemann. Okay, they explained the personality that there are two types of people: type A and type B personalities. Okay, what are these type A and type B personalities? It is better here explained in the next slide. Okay, you can see here these people explain that, see, there are type A people, okay, who are very restless people. They want everything at the same time. They are very impatient people. They don't rest. Okay, they just want to grab all the opportunities. Then they can't wait for anything to happen with them. They just do it at the same time. Multitasker. They will not finish one task, but they will just undertake the multitask. Okay, then they try to schedule more and more in less and less time. They will not be able to finish one work at a time. All the 4 to 5 works will be pending. Okay, so that is what does not able to complete one thing. They'll be very nervous all the time because there will be a fear of not completing the task what they have taken on the time. Very insensitive people, go-getter people, okay, and they do not have time to relax and enjoy life. Those kind of people we call it as type A personality. At the same time, we have type B personality people. That opposite of this type A personality, these people are sociable people, okay, very relaxed people. They will have balance in their life. They will complete one task and undertake the other task. Okay, then they'll be very humane people, team person. They want to work with team people. They will see long-term success. Okay, they don't see only of completing the task. They see that if they do this kind of work, how the organization gets success in the long term. Okay, very systematic, very methodical. They will have their own method to follow certain uh, job. Okay, so that is type B personality. I hope it's clear. Okay, type A personality, very simple, is the people who will be very impatient. They will not wait for something to happen. They are go-getter. They just want to go grab the opportunity, whatever is available. But type B personality will be people who will be very relaxed. They just want to do everything in the systematic manner. They want to follow the method, everything. Okay, so this is the uh, theory, type A, type B personality theory. Okay, next one is E.H. Erickson theory. Okay, they also explain the personality of the people. They explained this in the 8 developmental stages. They explained a person is first one is trust versus mistrust. Okay, now how this will have the impact on the behavior of a person. See, suppose if you trust me, your behavior will be positive, correct? When suppose when you joined the company, I helped you a lot in understanding the organization. That means you started building up the trust on me. Your trust, your behavior towards me will be the positive. Suppose if I neglected you, I denied helping you, then you will start developing the mistrust, and that will be negative sense. Your behavior towards me will be the negative. So that is what explained here in the E.H. Erickson. If you have trust towards somebody, then your behavior, your personality will be positive towards them. Suppose if you start mistrusting somebody, then your behavior will be negative, your personality will be negative. Okay. Then autonomy versus shame and doubt. People will be having lots of doubts in this. I'll make it clear here itself. Okay. Autonomy versus shame and doubt. See, autonomy is nothing but independence. Okay, suppose your personality is your very independent personality, you don't want to work under someone, and you will take all the challenge upon you. Like whenever the manager is giving out the task or something, you will come forward voluntarily and you will take the task. Okay, you are very independent and you start working on yourself. Suppose if you complete the task, you will be, your behavior will be very positive. Okay, suppose if positive behavior will be there. Okay, suppose if you are not able to complete the task, you agreed in front of everybody, you took the task, you had the capability to do the task, that is why you took. But suppose if you are not able to complete the task, if you keep the task incomplete, you will be having the negative behavior, that is, you start doubting yourself. That is shame and doubt. You feel somewhat shame and you feel doubting your own self in that case. So then your personality will be different. You don't feel like talking to many at the same time. Okay, so that is autonomy versus shame and doubt. Initiative versus guilt. Okay, here, suppose you are the initiator. Nobody took that initiative earlier. For example, company was using some old machine. You know the CNC programming in the small scales industry. You know the CNC programming. You brought that CNC programming into the company. Okay. Now, suppose if that is going very well, that means you will get appreciation with lot of people. So the company people will start appreciating you. That means you will have that positive behavior. Your personality will be positive now, because whatever you took the initiative to bring some changes in the company, so then if everybody appreciates you and all, then it's positive behavior. Suppose nobody knows that CNC machine, people are finding it very difficult. For company, it is like they have to spend more on training the people and all. Then if they are not liking your idea of bringing this initiation, then you will be having the negative behavior. Okay, you feel like, why did you took this initiative? All of them are criticizing you. Okay, you will have that guilt behavior. Okay, that is not negative behavior you will develop. Then industry versus inferiority. Okay, so here you are very industrious person, and that means you also would have become the entrepreneur. But suppose due to certain financial unavailability, finance unavailability, or any other family background or something, you did not start your own company, but you are very industrious. If you can start up your own work. In that sense, if the company is asking you for any suggestions or something, and if you give some suggestions for making corrections or bringing change in the company, you have given that suggestion. If that suggestion works very well, okay, then you will get the recognition in the company. Then your behavior, your personality will be positive. Okay. Suppose if that suggestion is not worked out, that problem is not sorted out, then everybody start blaming you. Only because of you we adopted this technique, that technique, there is that suggestion, and everybody start behaving like all the mistake is of us. Okay, then will start cultivating the negative behavior. Okay, then we'll have identity versus role diffusion. See, few people want to have the identity creation in the company. If they are able to create that identity, there will be a positive behavior. If they are not able to create that identity, whatever they are doing, okay, so they are not being able to get recognition, that kind of recognition in the company, then they will have the role diffusion, that is negative personality. Okay, then we have intimacy versus isolation. Okay, see, intimacy versus isolation is something like when you want to work in a group. Okay, you are the person who wants to work in group or team. Okay, so when you are being given to work in the team and all, you will be very happy. So if you are working in team, then yours will be the positive behavior. Okay, suppose if you are given the task, individual task, okay, you wanted to work with someone on the particular project, but individually task is being given, then you will be having somewhere negative behavior. Like you would have done better if that facility was being provided. You would have done better if you are working with that person. So that will be your perception, and that is how your personality will develop. Okay, then we have growth versus stagnation. I explained you there are so many career patterns, right? Where a few people will be in the first stage, linear stage, where they want upward movement. Okay, so suppose you are the person who are in that linear position, linear career pattern, you want upward movement. If you are getting promotion after every 6 months or 1 year, you are getting promoted to the new position and all, then you are very happy, you will be very satisfied, and your personality will be the positive personality. Okay, then if suppose you are not getting that development, whatever you thought of, then you will be having developing the negative personality. Your behavior will be the negative personality. Okay. Then the last one comes here, integrity versus despair. Okay. See, I can give you an example. Here, there is a person who's 55 years, and he is working in the company from past 10 years. Okay, past 10 years. Now, there is new person who is being hired directly from the college placement. 25 years is the MBA candidate. 25 years is the age of that person, and he is a fresher. Okay. So now, do you think if these two people works together, can they work without any quarreling or without any difficulty? Can they work without any difficulty? You can post it in the chat box. Do you think these two people will be working without any difficulty? No. There will be a lot of difference, right? There will be a lot of difference. Yes, everybody is posting no. Okay, so a lot of differences will be there among these people. Whatever the decision taken by this 55 years of person is due to experience. Okay, so he think that this can be done in this method, and his experience is different. So that is why he takes some decision. So this person will come with lot of exposure to the outside world and new talent. The person will be having the new talent. Okay. So here this person starts working with the talent what he has, what he derived from the college or university. So they will give this suggestions. So when these two people can work together without any difficulty or with the adjustment, then we can have the situation of integrity. They will have the positive relation between them. Suppose if this person is having some issue with this person, then we call that the person behavior is as despair. Okay, so I hope I made it clear. Yes, can you please tell me, is that clear? Do you have any doubts on this? Clear? Okay, thank you. Then, now we'll move ahead with the next theories. See, I'm repeating this. There are first basically last one. Okay, somebody is asking me to repeat last one. So here the example I gave you is there is a person who is a experienced person who has 10 years of experience in your company, and there is a new person who is new joining. Okay, the fresher right from the college. Now, if you put these two people in one team, there'll be a lot of there will be a lot of problems, difficulties in working together, because that person who has experience will not compromise on the experience, and the person who has come newly joined will not be liking to compromise on the new talent. Okay, so there the confusion starts. Suppose if with adjustment, if these people are carrying on their work, then we call that behavior, there will be positive behavior, no? So that is integrity. Suppose if both are on the extreme edges of two sides, okay, when they become north and south, and they will not be ready to compromise or adjust for anything, then we call that situation as despair. They will be having the negative feeling for each other. Okay, I hope it's clear. Okay, somebody is asking me for identity versus role diffusion. A very basic example I gave you, like See, I joined the organization. I want everybody to recognize my work. For that, I'm working really hard. Okay, but I worked hard. I completed the task on time. There is a possibility that management will not recognize our hard work sometimes. So if my hard work is not recognized, that will be role diffusion. I will not be working. See, suppose if your hard work is not recognized, will you work in the same manner next time? The one who's asking me the question in the chat box, kindly respond to this. I placed it actually, but I cleared the board. Okay, in PPT. Sure, I'll make sure that that examples will be here. Okay, so is that clear? Identity versus role diffusion. I asked you one question. Suppose your hard work, you did a very hard work to complete the task. And after completing the task, if the management is not recognizing your work, still your behavior will be positive towards the organization, or you will feel like whatever you do, it is not recognized, why you should do. What kind of behavior? Right, you can't have the same kind of behavior towards him. If you have, suppose if the management is recognizing your work and all, your behavior will be positive. Okay, but suppose if they are not recognizing your work, then it is role diffusion. Okay, I hope I made it clear. Now we are moving on to certain other theories which is given by different economists. Okay, yes. Now we have different other theories like certain personality theories. The first theory is the one who asked me the question on ID, ego, and superego. Sir, you can concentrate. This is the theory which is given on personalities. Okay, who gave this theory? Sigmund and Freud. Okay, so this person gives this psychoanalytical theory. I'll give you an example here to understand. See, there are three states of a person, three states of mind. Okay, one is unconscious, another one is subconscious, and the conscious state. Where here unconscious is the outcome of ID. Okay, subconscious is the ego, and the conscious is superego. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Now this is related to ID. Unconscious is ID. Okay. Yeah, somebody has asked me in the chat, so many economists names, do we have to remember all names? Yes, ma'am, especially these theories, okay? It's better if you make a note of this. We have few theories of the personalities. The first one was Friedman, Mayer, and Rose. Okay, those people gave type E and type B personality. The second one, 8 development stages, was given by E.H. Erickson. Now, psychoanalytical theory is given by Sigmund Freud. Okay, if you make a note, it will be better. Screen is not visible. Is it visible? My voice is clear.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Okay, sir. Yeah. So, see, first state is unconscious. Okay. Now, unconscious is related to ID. Okay. Subconscious is related to ego. This is the state of ego. And the next state is superego. Okay. What is subconscious? See, few people, what they do, they make the decision in unconsciousness. That is only for their pleasures. Okay. They don't think of somebody else. So that is the unconscious state. Sometimes what happens, the person will have these three states as well. So, for example, I have been promoted as the general manager. Okay. So today, yesterday was Saturday, and I was given the offer letter that from Monday my role will be as the general manager. I have got promoted. Okay. What I will do here is I will decide to do a party. Okay, in all drinks and all I can have with my friends and all, we can go out. So this is my pleasure. For my pleasure, for my happiness, what I have decided is I have to conduct a party. Okay, my voice is not clear. Just a minute. Is it still breaking? Is it clear now?
Yeah, no
Yes.
problem,
It's
Okay.
clear,
madam.
ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So suppose I was giving you an example. Suppose I decide to conduct a party. Okay. Now, when I have that is for my pleasure, I am taking this decision on Sunday. Okay. So I may call a few people of my friends or my colleagues from the office. I will decide to conduct the party. Now, there, my subconscious will stop me because I'm planning for a party on Sunday night. Okay, now my subconscious will somewhere trick me that next day is my office. Okay, I have to report it as a general manager. Okay, so I can't be late at that time. So if I will have the whole night party on Sunday, I cannot report on time on Monday where I will be reporting as a general manager. My subconscious is making me a little confused, but I'm just thinking my ego is also like my ID is also stopping me, like that's okay, one day if you go late nothing will happen. Okay, that is the confusion which is going on in my mind right now. But my super ego stops me. What is my position now? I am no more the normal person in the company. I am the general manager in the company now. People will start following me. Okay, people will even have look me as a idol. Okay, whatever I do, they will follow me. Okay, so if I go late, they will also come late tomorrow, and I can't question them why you are late. Okay, so that kind of who is stopping me? My super ego, my position. So it's stopping me. My status in the society is stopping me. No, you can't do this. If you do this, it will be wrong impression on the people. Okay, in the company because you are the higher position now. That is my super ego. Okay, so I hope I made it clear. This psychoanalytical theory, three states: unconscious. Okay, where you will think only about yourself, about your pleasure, but somewhere if that is wrong, your subconscious will stop you. This is all happening in your inner self itself. It's not like some other person is stopping you. This is your own personality, your own thinking. Okay, and somewhere if so subconscious is also making you not aware, then your conscious comes. What is your position in the society? What is your level? What people are following you or not? All these will make you alert and they will lead you not to follow certain things. Okay, so this is our first theory. Is there any doubt? Is that clear? No voice? Okay. Others, can you hear me properly? Can you hear me clearly? Or is it only one person? Okay, yeah. So can you please check your connection? My voice is clear.
Yeah, clear,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now we are moving ahead with the other theory. Okay, the next theory is trait theory. Okay, see, trait theory is given by Jordan Allport. Okay, he explained that people will behave depending on the heredity qualities. So few people will have qualities from their forefathers. That is what explained in this trait theory. I'm not getting the pen here. Just a minute. Okay, I'll just continue. See, this theory is trait theory. Here, this Jordan Allport, he explained that person's personality will depend on their inherent qualities. Okay, like I can give you a best example of Bahubali. Okay, now you people have to answer me. Everybody got to know from the part two, right? Why Kattappa killed Bahubali? Why did he agree to kill Bahubali? What was the reason? You can drop the messages in the chat box. Okay, one person has raised the hand. Yes, sir, you can post it in the chat box, sir. Obedient, loyal, yes, subordination. He was loyal for whom? It was order from its superior. Yes, empire. Yes, kingdom. He was very loyal to Maheshmatis, right? His forefathers were loyal to Maheshmatis. That is why he did not say no to the Maheshmatis, and whatever the order was given from the queen, that he followed, that is loyal. Okay, that's what explained in the trait theory. People's behavior depends on their heredity characteristics. Okay, they can be loyal, they can be pleasant, flexible, humorous, sentimental, cool, inaggressive, submissive. All these characters you might have been seen. Few people will be very much short tempered. Okay, it will be, we will relate, like your father was your grandfather was very short tempered, that is why you are short tempered. Okay, so that is what explained in the trait theory, that a person's behavior depends on the heredity characteristics. If your forefathers were very humorous, that humor will little bit, at least it will come to you. Okay, that was explained in this theory. Then we have next theory. Just a moment. Okay, next theory is self-concept theory. Okay, see, this theory was given by Carl Rogers. He explained that in two sense. When the person gets the positive feedback, a person will be positively reinforced and their behavior will be positive. Their personality will be positive. Suppose if you are getting negative feedback very often, continuously, you are getting negative feedback from someone. See, once if you get negative feedback, obviously you will try to develop. Second time also it's tolerable. Third time also it's okay. But fourth time, fifth time, sixth, as it is continuously you're getting negative feedback from someone, how you will feel? Will you think of developing yourself, or you will get used to it and carry on? When you continuously get negative feedback from someone, you will be negatively reinforced, right? Will you be able to improve yourself, or you think that whatever I do, it is same? Every time we are getting negative feedback itself, I'll follow the same thing. You will not feel that, or you will feel that. What will be your response for getting all the time negative feedback? You can respond in the chat box itself. If you are getting, suppose your manager itself will whatever you do is he's a big critic. Okay, so he's giving you all the time negative feedback, and then it is continuous you are getting. So what do you feel? You will feel negative. Okay, that has been explained in the self-concept theory. When the person is getting positive feedback, they will positively reinforce, their personality will be positive. But if they are continuously getting the negative feedback, they are negatively reinforced. Yes, performance will come down. Good. Okay, the next theory is social learning theory. Okay, this is given by B.F. Skinner. If you remember this, that's enough. B.F. Skinner gave this theory. He explained that man is a social animal. Okay, man learns. There is no full stop, or there is no stop for persons to learn. Okay, he explained that personality is not constant. It doesn't mean that once you are positive, every time you will be positive. No, person's behavior depends on the environment, observation, learning, experience. If your experience is bad, then obviously your personality will be changing. Suppose if your experience is good in that particular environment, then you will start learning. Okay, so that is what explained in the social learning theory. Man is a social animal. They learn from observation, experience, okay, from other people surrounding them. So I hope I made it clear. This theories, I'll just quickly revise it. We started with type A and type B personality. Who gave this? Friedman, Mayer, and Rohrabaugh. Okay. He gave this theory as a type A personality are very restless, impatient people. Dead opposite of this is type B personality. Then 8 development stages was given by E.H. Erickson. If you are having this personality, then all will be positive. If not, this will be the negative personality. Then we have certain personality theories by psychoanalytical theory, that is Sigmund Freud. Unconscious is ID, subconscious is ego, and conscious is superego. Then we have trait theory, which was given by Jordan Alport. Okay, person's personality depends on the heredity. Then we have self-concept theory that is defined in two sentences. Positive, if the person is getting always a positive feedback, they'll be positively reinforced. If always they are getting negative feedback, they'll be negative reinforced. Social learning theory is everything depends on the learning of a person. If the experience and observation is positive, personality will also be positive. If not, it will be negative. Okay. Then next concept here is it is explained our brain is connected with our personality. Okay. So everything depends on our brain. And you know what how the connection of the brain is. Our right side of the brain is connected with the left side of the body, and the left side of the brain is connected with our right side of the body. That is how our physical appearance is, okay, and how will work. See, brain will help us for taking certain decisions and all. And if it is connected with the body, then brain only helps our body to function. If something goes wrong, if one or two things goes wrong with our brain, our body stops functioning. Okay, that part of the body will get affected. If our left part of the brain is not functioning properly, our right side of the body will get affected. If our left side of the brain is not working properly, then our right side of the body will be affected. It is vice versa. Okay, so now how it is connected, like you can see on the screen. See, if our left hemisphere of the brain is very strong, we will be enough in speech. Okay, we will be good enough in verbal communication. Our communication skills will be very good. Okay, the words we use will be very good. The people can understand our language, all that. Then we will be good in mathematical calculation. Whatever the details we give, it will be very detailed information we give. Okay, sequential, we'll do everything in sequence, one after the other, like type B personality. Okay, we can have a control on our emotions. We will be very intellectual personality, but a person will be very dominant. Okay, you might have come across a few people who are working with you. They'll be very dominant. They think that whatever they do, you have to follow that. Okay, just because of their left hemisphere will be very strong. Okay, very active, analytical, very logical. They will be thinking. Okay, they will be good in reading, writing, naming. All that has been possible. Sequential ordering, everything will be in sequence. Okay, perception of significant order comprehension. Their perception will be positive all the time. Okay, whenever they see some person, whenever they'll see the new people, they'll talk to new people. Their perception will be very positive. Okay, then complex motor sequences pattern. That means complex motor in the sense, whatever the situation is, they'll be able to handle that situation. Okay, so all that. That is left hemisphere. Right hemisphere is they will be good in music. Okay, see, all the people cannot be good in music. Maybe I can sing, you may not sing, or the way you sing, I cannot sing. Okay, so just because our right hemisphere is strong, we'll be good in um, music. Okay, then here we have holistic. We will be very holistic people. Okay, then artistic, we can become artists. Then whatever we do the work simultaneously. Then we'll be very emotional people. You can see left hemisphere will be very controlled kind of people. Right hemisphere, it will be very emotional. Okay, then we have, yeah. Then we have intuitive, very creative people. The right hemisphere people will be. Then very quiet type of people. All this synthetic, result oriented. Like at a time, one work has to be completed. Okay. Then all facial recognition. They can easily find out. They can read the faces of the people. It's very silent in nature. All these are the characteristics of the people whose right hemisphere is being very. Okay, so what you have to understand here is how the brain is connected with the personality. Left side of the brain is connected with the right side of the body. Okay, and the left side of the brain is connected with the left hand side of the body. Okay, so how what kind of personality the people will be on the left hemisphere? This is the characteristics. What kind of people who are right hemisphere very strong? This is this kind. Okay, Then we have job fit theory. Okay. Yeah. Somebody has texted. Uh, Please tell us the easy way of remembering all these characteristics. Yeah, ma'am, only few you can remember. It's not like everything you have to remember. I told you know what you have to remember is left side is connected with right side of the body, right side of the brain is connected with the left side of the body. And you can easily remember this, right? Left hemisphere, you are good in speaking, you are good in doing all the mathematical calculations, you can control your emotions, you'll be very active. Only few. Right hemisphere is you are very emotional, opposite of that. If you can remember one side, left hemisphere is good in controlling emotion, that means right hemisphere is emotionals. Okay. Here, if you are good in talking, here you can good in singing, musicals. Okay. If you do everything sequentially here, that means here you will be doing all things simultaneously. You can relate one characteristics of left hemisphere with right hemisphere, and one you remember, you relate opposite side here. I hope it's clear now. Yeah, combination of behavior is also possible. You can't think that both hemisphere, sometimes both hemisphere will be strong in few people. You can see few will be very intelligent enough. Okay. Yeah. It's possible. Combination of behavior is possible. Okay. Then next is the which is best. And both is sometimes being emotional is also best. Sometimes being control is also best. We can't generate this on our own self, right? It is from our brain, how much it is developed. So we can't say one is best and other one is not. Sometimes it's good. Okay, there is no best. Yeah, exactly. Few will have these characteristics, few will have these characteristics. You can't say one is best. Okay, fine. Yes. Now we'll move ahead to job fit theory. Who's given this job fit theory? John Holland. Okay, kindly concentrate. See, he explained that there are different types of people who will be having different characteristics. Based on the characteristics, they will be having certain occupations. Okay, so first type of person will be realistic people. They follow all, like for example, they will not eat non. So whatever the preachings of Buddha will be there, you follow. No voice. Okay. Can you hear me now? I'll repeat. I'll repeat. Can you hear me now? Okay. I was telling you, um, holistic is something like where you follow more God. Okay, the preachings of God. And the example was Buddha. Okay, suppose if you are very much a follower of Buddha, whatever the Buddha's preachings will be there, right? Is my voice not clear still? Is my voice clear? Okay, fine. So I was telling you, if you are a follower of Sai Baba or you are follower of Buddha, their preachings will be there, right? You follow their preachings. So that is your more holistic. Okay, or even if suppose if you are not follower of them, maybe your forefathers and they were been doing this all. They were following of these preachings and all, and you have been grown up by seeing them. That means you will also follow. Okay, that is holistic, more into God preachings. Okay. Then the next one is job fit theory. So first type of person will be realistic people. See, there are few people who will be very realistic. They want to do some physical activity. It can't be like providing sitting at one place and doing the work. They want to work on the field. Okay, so those kind of people we call it as realistic people. What kind of characteristics those people will have? They will be very shy in nature. They'll be very genuine and practical in nature. Okay, whatever they do, they want some physical activity, so that practical they will think. What kind of people these, what kind of occupation these people select? They'll become mechanic, drill press operators, assembly line workers, farmers. Okay, all these occupations will be selected by these realistic people because all these requires a physical activities. There are next type of people are investigative people. Okay, so these people prefers activities that involving more thinking. They, even if you tell one sentence for them, they will dig the whole story out of it and they'll come out. Okay, so this kind of people characteristics will be, they'll be very curious and they'll be very independent. Okay, then the what kind of occupation this kind of people will select? They'll become biologists. Okay, like doctors and all in labs and all. So mathematicians are the news reporters also. You know how much the news reporters will be investigating. Okay, then we have another type of people, social type of people. As the name only suggests here, these kind of people prefer the activities to help others, develop others. So these kind of people will become social. Their characteristics will be very sociable in nature, very friendly in nature, cooperative, and they will select the jobs like social workers, teachers, counselors. Okay. Then we have conventional type of people. Okay, so these kind of people prefers all rules regulated. They will follow the rules. Whatever they do, they, okay, they follow accordingly with the order. They follow certain orders, unambiguous activities. Okay, so here what could be their what could be their characteristics? They'll be very practical in nature, unimaginative. Okay, so they don't want to imagine anything. They'll be very logical, analytical in nature. Okay, so those kind of people selects accountant jobs, corporate managers. Okay, so all these. Next type of people is enterprising. Enterprising is when you prefer impress activities like impressing others. You might have also come across those kind of people, right? Where everything they do only for impressing others. Okay, those kind of people will be very self-confident people, very ambitious people. Okay, and they will select the occupations like lawyer, real estate agent. Okay, you know how with confidence lawyer will tell the uh, facts on face, even if it's a false facts also, they will predict as if they are speaking the truth. Okay, so lawyer, real estate agent, if you have, if they have to build one, if they have to sell one site, okay, how much drama they do. Okay, they say that it is like a hot cake property and all, and they mention that uh, only one property is left, only one side is left and all. Insurance advisors, yes, correctly said on the chat box. Insurance advisors, they want to send the sell the policy. Okay, so they'll say that there is no else policy is good, better than this, and also all those people, we call it as enterprising people. Then we have artistic people. These kind of people are people who loves to do art. Okay, so those kind of people will have the characteristics like they will be very imaginative, idealistic people. These people will be. Okay, so hope you remember we all have studied during our school level and all poems and all. Okay, if one sparrow is eating something from the ground, okay, the poets will be able to jot down it in one page of poem. Okay, if one mother is taking care of the child, they will be so imaginative that they can give up in the paragraphs of the poems and they will explore their creativity out of it. Okay, so painters also, artistic people, you can see they can develop the different colors by mixing the colors. Architectures, some or the other designs on the walls and all, you can see very yeah, artistic they will be. Okay, those kind of people, very imaginative, they do everything by imagination. Okay, so these are the artistic people. Yeah, somebody has posted in the this one what type of person the bankers are. Conventional type of people, or it can be, it's not like compulsory that every person will be one type of person. It can be different combinations also. Okay, even being a banker, you can be a social type of people also. Am I clear? It's not visible. Okay, I'll just show it here. Is it? Hope it's visible now. Prefer creative activities, imaginative, idealistic, painter, musician, writer, interior decorator. Is it clear, ma'am? Is it clear, sir? Okay. Okay. Now we'll move ahead with the next concept here: diversity and gender issues. Okay. So here, see, these are the two different concepts. Diversity is different concepts, and gender issues is the different concept. First, we'll take up the diversity. What is diversity here is HR managers should understand in a company, there will be so many people with different backgrounds, different language speaking, different attire they will adopt, different eating habits, different kind of personalities. So all these different people will be there in the company. You cannot say that I will hire only the people whom I know. Okay, I cannot say that I will hire only one religion people, people from one particular state, one particular language speaking people. I cannot say that, right? Being a HR manager, I will hire the people only based on the talent or skills people are having. Okay, so that is why in that case, what the person should do is there should be different approach. How you can bring one culture in the organization is by following these three steps. Okay, first step is diversity enlargement. Okay, what you can't restrict on. I'll discuss, ma'am. I'll discuss on the questions on the theories, multiple choice questions. Okay, let me complete this unit, then we'll discuss the multiple choice questions. You'll get an idea what kind of questions you will be asked. Okay. Yes, these are frequently used theories only, ma'am. Like one time questions was in one theory, so that is why these are more important. That is why it is included in the your study text. Okay, now diversity is if these are the three steps that is been yeah. Okay, I'll just finish off this, then I'll take up the questions. Okay, so here diversity enlargement. As I mentioned to you people, can I say that I will employ the people from particular state, particular language speaking people, or particular food habit people? Can I say that? Yes. Can I employ from the particular state and all? Is it possible? No. It is like I cannot restrict. My only the point is I want the skilled people. Correct? I want skilled people. No, I don't bother from where you are, from which community you are, from which state you are, from which language speaking community you are. I don't bother. I am bothering only whether you are skilled enough to be hired in my company or not. Okay, so that is diversity enlargement. I have to hire the people based on their skills. Then I have what I can do is now I have hired everybody. I have to make them aware of my culture. Awareness should be created about organization. Okay, like in my organization, so many people are there, and we will follow one culture. Okay, see, for example, I am working in St. Joseph's University. Okay, my voice is not clear. I'll repeat. If you tell me if it is clear now, I'll repeat. Okay, fine. So I was talking about, see, I have hired you people based on your talent, your skills. Now, what I should do is I should create the awareness program. That is, in that I will make you understand that this is our culture. You have to follow. For example, I was giving you about me. I'm working in St. Joseph's University. So all the people who work in St. Joseph's or who study in St. Joseph's, we call it as Josephites. Okay, suppose if I was working in Christ, okay, there the culture is something different, where they will make people understand that until and unless you are on campus, you are Christite. Same way, Infosys, if you are working in Infosys, until and unless you are on campus, you are being considered as Infosians. Okay, that should come in mind of people. We are belong to company. Okay, how who can do this? HR team should conduct the awareness program, induction program, orientation program. They should make people understand that you are part of this company now and you should follow our company's culture. Okay, and the last one here is culture audit. Culture audit is following up. Okay, so now you have hired different kinds of people in the company with a different background, but skilled people you have hired. Then you make sure that you have made them understand that they are part of this company and they have to follow one culture. You should not be, there should be no differentiation based on language, based on religion, based on caste. That is why you created the awareness. Now you have to follow up whether whatever you have created an awareness, whatever you have been given the instructions for the people, whether they are following it up or not. Okay, so this is how this works. Approaches of managing the diversity, how you can manage the diversity. Okay, then we have just a minute. Any doubt in this, in the diversity? Okay, now gender issues. Now we know what is gender issues, right? You and we are very familiar with the gender issues. You can see on the screen, for job which is requiring strengths, men were preferred. For the jobs which requires hospitality, females were preferred. This was very much during after independence, like for few decades, like till 1980s and 1990s, gender issues was so much. Their women were being considered as for the lesser jobs, and the payment also for women, the payment was less, and when compared to men, even on the same level of work. Okay, and men's were being preferred more for doing the job, and females were being preferred less. So all this was common issues that was being faced by the employees, but now it is being reduced. Okay, there are so many measures which has been taken even by the government as well. Okay, so you can see here government taking the initiative for removing this discrimination. See, what do the women prefer? The most preferable job for women is banking, healthcare, educational institutions. Okay, why only these are the particular fields that is being preferred by the women's here is they just want to have the work-life balance. See, men's it is fine even if they are helping at home for the females also, but they are not like it's not like the complete responsibility of the house is on men. But when it comes to female, okay, even if you are working outside, the same way, as soon as you come back home, you have to start working for the children's. Okay, you have to take care of the children. Even if there is someone to help you also, you have to look on their homeworks. Okay, so all that was being there from the very early stage. Now there is a proper division of work between men and women, even in the workplace and at home. But right from starting, it's like maintaining the work-life balance has been very difficult. Okay, during the lockdown also, okay, if the men is working from home, then fine, they can lock the door and they can do their work. But when one woman is working from home, I hope you people understood how much difficulty it was. Okay, managing children's, managing work, cooking. Okay, cooking was also from home. Right now, at least you can order something and you can consume and finish off your hunger. But earlier, during the lockdown period and all, hope you remember, like when we are working from home, preparing food, taking care of children, because everybody were at home. Okay, managing was difficult. So these are the industries where you can postpone, you can do the work at, in the night times when children sleeps or what. Okay, that is why people prefer, the women's prefer mostly for work-life balance, these industries. Maternity benefits, yes, government, for solving all this, government came up with certain initiatives. Like first one is maternity benefits. Okay, even if you're going on leave 6 months, earlier it was 3 months. Okay, now 6 months maternity leaves with pay, full payment is possible. Then Factories Act came into existence in the year 1948. As I told you, there are so many provisions for women. If 20 women are hired in the company, they should have one separate women's cell. Okay, separate women room. If 50 women are being hired, there should be one nurturing room for their kids. Okay, all that provisions is being there in the Factories Act of 1948. Then government came up with Equal Remuneration Act. As I told you, equally men and women were not being paid earlier. That is why they brought this act in the year 1976, that equally they have to be paid if they are on the same level. Okay. Then I told you Maternity Benefits Act. They brought it in the act. Earlier, maternity benefits were there, but it was not compulsorily being implemented. Few private organizations, they were not being paying maternity leave. Okay, even if if the woman is going on maternity leave, then they will be not paid for the leaves for the months they are on leave. Okay, but the Act of 2017 came up. It is clearly says that 6 months at least leave should be provided, and it should be a paid leave. Okay, then government came up with the concept of Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao. Okay, so to remove this discrimination of men and women, so many provisions, so many initiatives was taken by the government. Okay, then we have theories of motivation and their practical implications. Okay, what is the motivation here is, see, it is derived from the Latin word to move. That means to move. Okay, that means it comes from the inner urge. See, motivation is something like you can't tell me on face, you get motivated, you do this work. No. If someone is motivating me, that means it should come from my inner state. Yes, I have to do it. This is my passion. I have to achieve it. That is motivation. Okay. So on this motivation also, there are so many theories that is being given by the various theorists. Okay, I would like to draw your attention here also. You have to remember so many people here. Okay, the first theory is given by F.W. Taylor. You can easily remember F.W. Taylor because he is a father of scientific management. First theory he gave is rational economic view. Okay, he explained that how you can motivate the people by paying them economic consideration. He said that if you pay them in the monetary sense, you can motivate anybody. Okay, for example, if one employee is doing really well, then you pay them incentives in the monetary terms, they will get motivated. Okay, that is the concept given by F.W. Taylor, and his theory is known as scientific management and rational economic view. The second theory was given by Elton Mayo. Okay, in the year, see, this maybe you will get a question on this. This is Elton Mayo theory. He conducted a research. Okay, he conducted a study in the year 1920s and 30s. His study, I told you earlier also, it is repeated in the second unit also. The study he conducted is Hawthorne study. Okay, it was in the electric industry in Chicago. He conducted this study. Okay, and after his study, he considered like man will get motivated with more of non-monetary benefits than the monetary benefits. If you look on the human affairs, if you are having the positive, if you are giving them the environment where they can have the positive relations with everybody, then the people will get motivated. That is his theory. Okay. Then we have third theory, which is given by Abraham Maslow. He explained the theory in the 5 basic needs. Okay, he shown this in the pyramid form. You can see he explained that man's needs will arises one after the other. If one need is completely done, then other needs will arise. Okay, which is the first need of a person? Physiological needs. We all work to accomplish our physiological needs, that is food, water, warmth, rest, food, clothing, shelter, basically. Then suppose if you are paying them so much for satisfying their physiological needs, there comes safety needs. We will think of our safety, right? Our security. Like in future, suppose after you accomplish your physiological needs, whatever you will be having the money in your hands, okay, you will save it for future. Okay, so that is you think for your security, your safety, you will take the insurance or such. So much should be paid. Okay, then once your safety needs is accomplished, your next need is arise, that is belongingness and love needs, that is basically called as social needs. Okay, here you will start developing the interpersonal relations. You will start building the contacts. You will start having the networking with the people. Once you are able to build up that network, once you are able to satisfy these needs, then comes esteem needs. Okay, here esteem needs is you will be accomplishing your goals, your targets. Okay, that is esteem needs. Now, once you are done with your esteem needs, that comes to self actualization. If you are in the esteem needs, what happens? You will get the recognition for your work. You work for recognition actually. Once you get that recognition, see, nobody wants to go down. Once you get some recognition, what you will work for? You will think that I should be in the same position, or even if not the same position, I have to grow. Growth you will see. You will not see that you will come down. Okay, that is self actualization. I will repeat, the first need is physiological need, that is basic need. Okay, we will wait for our income to satisfy our food, clothing, and shelter. Then comes safety needs. We will secure some amount of money for our future. That is why we will look forward to work more so that we can secure our future. Then once our safety needs is satisfied, we are earning enough, then we'll see that we will build the contacts, we will build the interpersonal needs, interpersonal relationship. Once this need is been done, next need arises, that is recognition. So much I am working in my organization, I want everybody to recognize me. At least not everybody, management should recognize my work and they have to pay me. Then comes self-actualization. After you are getting recognition, nobody wants to go down. Everybody wants to move up. Okay, so at least in the same level or higher than that. But nobody wants to come down. For that, we will be working our self-actualization needs. Okay, and what you have to remember here is it is given in the pyramid shape, and he assumed that one need will arise only after accomplishment of the previous need. Okay, the next theory is given by Herzberg two-factor theory. This has been conducted by Frederick Herzberg in the year 1959. Okay, he conducted this study in 11 industries of USA. I will repeat, you can make a note of it. He conducted a study in 11 industry of Pittsburgh in USA. Okay, he actually asked two questions in the questionnaire. That is, when did you particularly felt good about your job? Okay, and the second question was, when did you particularly feel bad about your job? You know who was his sample size on whom he conducted the study? He selected 200, randomly he selected 200 engineers and accountants. Okay, 200 engineers and accountants he selected, and he conducted this study. And his questionnaire was having only two questions. What did you particularly felt good about your job? What turned you on? And when did you particularly feel bad about your job? What turned you off? And his study gave him the solution. There are two factors. Motivational factors. Okay. 11 industry. Somebody asked me to repeat. 11 industries in Pittsburgh, USA. Okay. 200 engineers and accountants. Got it, sir? Okay. So his solution was given him the two answers. One is motivational factors, and another one is hygiene and maintenance factors. Okay, so the first motivational factors is, the solution he got is, these are the factors absence of which will not demotivate, but the presence of which will surely motivate. Okay, I'll mention here, these are the factors, okay, absence of which will not demotivate. Okay, but presence of which will surely motivate. Okay, the same thing here follows with the second one. Okay, presence of which will not motivate, but absence of which will surely demotivate. Okay, you can see how it is related. I'll tell you. See, the first one is absence of which will not demotivate. For example, you are doing the same routine every day, okay, and you are getting salary for it. And that's enough for you. You're doing all the routine work and you're not expecting the management to recognize your work or so what. Okay, so that means you're not expecting anything. Even if they are not recognizing your work also, you'll not bother. Okay, so that is what here, absence of which will not demotivate you. You will not get demotivated if somebody is not recognizing your work, because you are not expecting it. You are doing your routine job. But suppose once your job is being recognized, even if you are not expecting, obviously you will get motivated. Okay, so that is like getting recognition, advancement of your work, getting more responsibility, achievement. All these you are not expecting. Okay, so that is why absence of which will not demotivate you. But when you are getting without expectation, you are getting recognition, advancement, responsibility, or achievement, then obviously it will be a factor to motivate you. Second factor here is hygiene and maintenance factors. Okay, so here presence of which will not motivate you. That means, see, salary. For what purpose we will be working? For getting salary only, right? So obviously they are not paying you something else. Whatever the work you are doing, that is why they are paying you the salary. So that will not motivate you. The presence of which will not motivate you. The job security, hygiene working conditions, interpersonal relations, helping in technical work, all these company policy, all these are basic requirements that you need. So presence of which will not motivate you, but absence of which will obviously demotivate you. For example, if they don't pay you 1 month salary or 2 months salary, they didn't pay you. They told you that they'll pay you after 2 months. That means this is absence of this will surely demotivate you from work. Is that clear? Okay. So I think it's time up. We'll stop till here. We'll continue with other theories in the future classes. We'll discuss some multiple choice questions. Okay. Just a minute. Oh. Sir, you can, yeah, sure, sir. They will share you the PPTs. Biju, sir, can you just give the unmuting rights to them? Let them answer.
Done, madam, done.
Biju, sure. Okay. We'll have few questions here. Okay. So now you people can answer me. Most flexible type of training employees are trained while performing tasks and responsibilities associated with the job. Informal training, formal training, on-job training, off-job training.
On-job training.
On-job training. Yes, right answer. Then, this is not done. Okay. Which one is the quality of type B personality? Restless, impatient, multitasker, more relaxed. Yes, D is the answer. Yes. Person's behavior depends on his inherent qualities is according to which theory?
Trait theory.
Trait theory, ma'am.
Trait theory.
Right theory.
Then, what occupation does social type of person select? Mechanic, economist, teacher.
Teacher.
Right? Okay. Who's the father of scientific management?
W.
F.W. Taylor. Yes. Herzberg two-factor theory is conducted research on engineers and accountants, accountants and lawyers. Engineers and accountants. Yes. Answer is C. Then, yeah, engineers and accountants. Sorry, A is the right answer. Which are the motivational factors? Recognition, advancement,
All of
responsibility, all of the above. All of the above.
All of the
Okay.
all of the above, ma'am.
Curious personality can be considered a which type of person?
C.
C.
Investigate.
Curious personality. Investigative? Yes.
Investigate.
Okay. This is not done. Yes. Okay. There are other questions which has been on other topics. Okay. Once we finish the topics, we can include all other questions as well. I hope I made it clear for whatever the topics is being covered today.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So we'll meet next Sunday and we'll finish the complete modules of HRM. Okay. We are left with another 3 modules. The last 2 modules are small and simple. We'll complete it. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody joining on weekend. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you so
ma'am.
much.
Ma'am.
Share the
Bye bye.
PPT, ma'am.